Okay, today we are going to be talking about type in Photoshop. Type is often referred to as text. So text and type are almost interchangeable when working in Photoshop. What we're going to do today is we are going to show you how to add type to Photoshop and then also how to edit type in Photoshop using the character panel. So I want to add some type. I'm going to go to my tools bar and look down until I see the capital T. Now if I right click to see my hidden tools in there, I have horizontal type and I also have vertical. So if you want to do vertical type, you can do the vertical type tool. I'm going to do horizontal. Alright, and now in my options I have the font family that I'm going to use, the size. Let's start out with this and I can always edit it later. And then here's my color, black, which is going to use whatever your foreground color was set at. Okay, after you have your text on there, you can hit the check mark and that will create a new layer. It's a type layer. I know it's a type layer because the thumbnail has a capital T there. That indicates a text layer. I can come over to my move tool and then I can move it so it's centered on the picture. Okay, but even further, if I want to edit the color, want to make it larger, I can go into my character panel, which is in my window. So if I go to window, character, that's going to open up my character panel. And from here, I'm able to change the font family by clicking in there. And I can scroll through and find a font that works for me. Once I find one that I like, I can leave that. And now I can also set the text or the type by scrolling through here. I can also scrub this and it will change the size as well. And if you don't know what these are in the character panel, you just need to hover over and it will tell you that this is the font size. Okay, this is the leading. Leading is the amount of space between lines of type. Right here we only have one line, so that's not going to do anything. This one is going to be your tracking. Tracking is a uniform amount of space between your characters. So if I wanted to select the text and then I can change my leading, that would space it out. That gives you more space in between each letter, or I can push them together. That's your leading. Vertical scale is going to make it taller. It's going to increase it vertically. And then the opposite of vertical is going to be our horizontal scale, where I can scrub it there. It's going to make it wider or bring it back closer together. You can either type in there or you can click and drag it as well. Then underneath it you have the color. You can click and pick whatever color you want. So if you wanted it blue, you also, if you were in the colors, if you didn't want to use any of this color, you could match. When you drag it out of there, it gives you the eyedropper tool and it lets you sample colors from your actual picture so you can match them up that way. And then remember, you can always hover over and it will tell you if I wanted it to be bold. If I wanted my text to be italic, it would make it italic. If I wanted it to be in all caps, small caps, superscript, subscript, underline, and strike through, all right there in your character panel. Once you have your text where you like it, and it's all set. You can hit the check mark, or you can press enter on your keyboard to commit any current edits. And there you have some information on your type and also your character panel. Now remember, to get to your character panel, you go to Window and then go down to Character.